So I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to first just play that bass line for you so you know what it is. Thumb on D, second finger on B, pinky on F sharp. And notice how far up my fingers are. This is like a psychological barrier to most people. It's like, I cannot pass the threshold. But you can. The keys are meant to be played all the way up there,
okay,
right?
That's probably my problem, because I always am like...
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Everybody does that. Because this is weird, you know, and especially when you get to your third finger, you have to hit it just right, straight up and down. Because if you come in this way, you're going to hit that one.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's discipline. It teaches you. So the first part of the song, again, just D, B, F sharp. And then the second part of the song, B, D, F sharp, A. Right? What I really want to talk about is chords. I'm going to teach you a formula right now. Two chords. This is a major chord, and this is a minor chord.
Yeah.
Okay. So the main thing, what makes a chord is the intervallic relationship. An interval is the distance between two notes, right? So you can say, these are not, I'm not going to use technical terms right now, but the distance between these two notes, there are three notes in between those two notes, right?
Yeah.
So we call that a major third, but the main thing is that there are three notes in between. So if I go from A and I count 1, 2, 3, there's three notes between those two notes. So this, even though it looks different, is the same relationship. Yeah. Then to the next note, there are two between it. So the formula is, no matter where you are on the keyboard, if you your first note, between the first two notes there are three, and between the second two notes there are two. This is called a major chord, or major triad. Triad meaning three-note chord.
Yeah.
So if I go up to, I don't know, G, and I count 3, right? There's 3 between the first two, and 2 between the second two. I am very confident that this is a G major chord. If I go to E flat, and I count 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2. Looks different, but I'm very confident, because I did my math, that this is an E flat major chord. Okay? 3, 2 for major. For minor, it's the opposite.
It's 2, 3.
2, 3. See that? So your task is to figure out there's only 12 notes on a piano before you start repeating again. Yeah. So therefore there are 12 major chords, 12 minor chords. And your job in the beginning is just to memorize all of them.
Okay.
It's 24 chords. It's not very many. But that's like 90% of what happens in most of the music that you're going to be hearing today, especially pop music.
Yeah.
Hardly, I mean, there's a lot of types of chords, but pop music is very simple.
Yeah.
So most of the time they're either using major or minor chords. Simple not meaning bad, by the way. Yeah. Just simple meaning simple.
Simple in texture.
And yeah, it's like candy. It's really yummy to eat all the time. So the chords in the song, if you extended to actual chords they're playing, you have D major, B minor, F sharp minor is the first part of the song. The second part of the song, D major, B minor, F sharp minor, A major. Okay.
So it kind of mimics the other hand playing the bass, right?
Yeah, yeah. So in music, most of the time, I mean, when things agree, they agree, right? In other words, this is my bass player, right? I'm going to be playing bass. So my chords have to agree with my bass player. And then everybody else in the band also has to agree. So if you have a guitar player, when you're playing a D major, the guitar player better be playing a D major.
Yeah.
Or else it's going to sound like this. Which might be good. I don't know. Could be bad. Could sound like this.
Could sound you have like a cat walking on you.
Exactly. Yeah. Which sometimes you want.